When it comes to ethical theories, Kantian ethics is often overlooked in favor of more popular theories such as utilitarianism or virtue ethics. However, the principles of Kantian ethics can be incredibly powerful when applied to human resources management. In this video, we will explore the key principles of Kantian ethics and how they can be applied in the context of HR management. By understanding and implementing these principles, HR professionals can create a more ethical and fair workplace for their employees. Kantian ethics is a moral theory developed by the German philosopher Immanuel Kant in the 18th century. At its core, Kantian ethics is based on the idea that moral actions should be guided by reason and duty, rather than emotions or consequences. According to Kant, there are two key principles that guide moral decision-making: the categorical imperative and the principle of universalizability. The categorical imperative states that one should act only according to that maxim by which you can at the same time will that it should become a universal law. In other words, one should only act in a way that they would want everyone else to act in the same situation. The principle of universalizability states that an action is morally right if it can be applied to all people in similar situations without contradiction. This means that an action should be consistent and fair for all individuals, regardless of personal biases or preferences. One of the key principles of Kantian ethics is the idea of treating all individuals with fairness and respect. This is especially important in the context of HR management, where decisions can have a significant impact on employees' lives and well-being. By applying the principle of universalizability, HR professionals can ensure that their decisions and policies are fair and consistent for all employees. This means that factors such as race, gender, or personal relationships should not influence HR decisions. For example, when considering promotions or salary increases, HR professionals should base their decisions on objective criteria such as performance and qualifications, rather than personal relationships or biases. Another key principle of Kantian ethics is the importance of transparency in decision-making. This means that HR professionals should be open and honest about the reasons behind their decisions and policies. Transparency is crucial in building trust and maintaining a fair workplace. When employees understand the reasoning behind HR decisions, they are more likely to accept and support them, even if they do not personally agree with them. For example, if an employee is not selected for a promotion, HR should provide clear and honest feedback on why they were not chosen and what they can do to improve their chances in the future. This not only helps the employee understand the decision but also allows them to work towards their goals and potentially be considered for future opportunities. Kantian ethics also emphasizes the importance of treating all individuals with respect and recognizing their inherent human dignity. This means that HR professionals should not discriminate or treat employees as mere means to an end, but rather as valuable individuals with their own goals and aspirations. In the context of HR management, this means creating a workplace that is inclusive and respectful of all employees, regardless of their background or identity. This can include implementing diversity and inclusion initiatives, providing accommodations for employees with disabilities, and promoting a culture of respect and acceptance. While Kantian ethics can provide valuable guidance for HR professionals, it is not without its limitations. One of the main criticisms of Kantian ethics is that it fails to account for the complexities of human emotions and relationships. In HR management, this can manifest in situations where the categorical imperative or the principle of universalizability may not be applicable. For example, in cases of workplace harassment or discrimination, simply following these principles may not be enough to address the issue and protect the well-being of employees. In these situations, HR professionals must also consider the emotional impact on employees and the importance of building positive relationships in the workplace. This may require additional measures such as implementing a zero-tolerance policy for harassment or providing support and resources for employees who have experienced discrimination. Now that we have explored the key principles of Kantian ethics and their limitations, let's look at some practical ways HR professionals can apply these principles in their day-to-day work. One of the most important ways HR professionals can apply Kantian ethics is by creating fair and consistent policies that are based on objective criteria. This means avoiding any biases or personal preferences and ensuring that all employees are treated equally. For example, when creating a performance evaluation system, HR professionals should use clear and measurable criteria to assess employees' performance, rather than relying on subjective opinions or personal relationships. As mentioned earlier, transparency is crucial in building trust and maintaining a fair workplace. HR professionals should strive to be open and honest in their communication with employees, especially when it comes to decisions that may impact their careers. This can include providing regular updates on company policies and changes, being transparent about the reasons behind HR decisions, and actively seeking feedback from employees on how to improve the workplace. HR professionals play a crucial role in creating a workplace culture that is respectful and inclusive of all employees. This can include implementing diversity and inclusion initiatives, providing accommodations for employees with disabilities, and promoting a culture of respect and acceptance. By fostering a culture of respect and inclusion, HR professionals can help create a workplace where all employees feel valued and supported, regardless of their background or identity. In conclusion, Kantian ethics may not be the most popular ethical theory, but its principles can be incredibly powerful when applied in the context of HR management. By prioritizing fairness, transparency, and respect for human dignity, HR professionals can create a more ethical and inclusive workplace for their employees. While Kantian ethics may have its limitations, it can serve as a valuable guide for HR professionals looking to make ethical and fair decisions in their day-to-day work. By unlocking the power of Kantian ethics, HR professionals can help create a workplace that is not only successful but also morally sound. What do you think about the implications of Kantian ethics in HR management? Please feel free to share your opinions in the comments below.